Welcome to the Insurance Dudes.
Hey, Craig, let's get into some coffee talk.
Hey, I love it. I love doing some coffee talk.
Well, talk about what?
Dogs, daughters, whatever. It's coffee talk.
Coffee talk.
Hey, Jason. It's time for some coffee.
It is some, oh, man, I don't even have my coffee. Where's your coffee?
I got my thermos of coffee.
Is it coffee?
No,
Where's
it's
that?
just water. It's just water.
Water. That's all I got is water. I guess
That's
water
what
is in coffee.
That's why it's the main ingredient.
That's true. Riveting. You've learned so much now. Done. We're out.
And that is it. Drop the mic.
So, a lot of people are upset about changes that are being made, right? In compensation and whatever for companies, right?
For companies. All companies in general.
Yes, all companies in general. So how do you feel about that, Craig? On the spot. I'll give my take.
I'll feel the same way that I try to approach most things, which is, can I control it or can I not control it?
Right.
What do I have control over? I have control over whether or not I want to stay with that any company or whether people should
Product.
stay with company or product, right? But I don't know. I'd like to not have an emotional response, be more circumspect, and just see what happens. Because at the end of the day, you can't control what happens. You can plan, right? Look at the numbers. Does it still work? Does it not? I mean, it would seem that for if it doesn't work, then it's time to eject. If it does work, then great. You just pivot.
Yep. And I'm reading that book, The Obstacles Away by Ryan Holiday.
You just told me about that.
Yeah. And one of the things he brings up is how many great entrepreneurs and companies that were started during like the Depression or during horrible times, right? So, and that's the thing. In any problem, there's going to be a solution, or there's going to be
you must
an opportunity. Yep.
If you can't, you must. I mean,
yeah.
Right.
So you do have to kind of step back. You never know what something's going to be like without a history of it. So we don't know what it's going to be like. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So could be bad, could be, good.
Could be great.
Even if you know that part of it's going to be bad, but like, it just is what it is. And we have to learn to adapt and make the best out of that situation. And who knows, in the end, we can net a better result and just change our business model or whatever. But like, dude, if you own an insurance agency, you're doing pretty well.
Right.
I mean, life isn't that bad.
No. Well, I mean, you could choose to do nothing, and 85% of your business will still be there every year, right?
Yeah.
Or for you, 95% with your 95% retention, but
it's gone down. 95.
But and obviously that isn't the way to do it, but it's like that's there, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to hit it hard? Yeah, of course. Right? I mean, I think most people that are in this business are somewhat competitive, right? Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, it's sales, right? At the end of the day, it's sales. It's a sales organization. You run your own sales organization, and you need to grow. The beauty is, we don't have an inventory. Right. We don't have all these other things. I mean, imagine if you're in retail, right? And there's a freeze, and then the tomatoes are all messed up, and the price of the tomatoes goes up, or gas, whatever. I mean, in every other business, there's all kinds of different things that are going to affect that you can't forecast, predict, or have any control over. I mean,
Yep.
it's no different here.
Yep.
No different on this side, regardless of what company,
Yep. And I think that if you really think about it, it's not your company or whatever you've built that's the asset. It's you. It's like what you've learned. A good example would be, our president. How many times has he went and filed bankruptcy? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteed, if he had no money tomorrow, he knows how to start a business, how to make it successful, right? And you usually learn your best techniques. You usually learn the most in hard times. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so this is going to be a hard time, and guaranteed you're going to learn from it. I guess guaranteed if you choose that mindset.
Mm-hmm.
You can choose to learn from it, and how can I leverage different pieces of what's going on to benefit me or not.
Well, yeah, to your point, I'm doing keeping a much closer eye on the Excel spreadsheet and looking at expenses, and moving things around. How will it work, right? In order to forecast against the potential that, there could be some increased expenses. Now, if those increased expenses put you underwater, then you have to either adjust your other expenses, eject, or figure out how to drive more revenue, right? That's the beauty of business, is you either lower your expenses or you raise your revenue. Then so get to your outcome and work backwards.
Yep.
What it seems like is a lot of people are all focused on the how right now and not focused on the outcome, right? Well, what's your outcome? And what's your company's outcome? And then work back. So not the how, but the what.
Yeah. And guaranteed, I mean, the world's a changing fast. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like
Bob Dylan said it in the 60s. Times are changing.
Times are changing. But yeah, it's like you got to adapt. I mean, we all have to learn and move on, and faster you can learn, the faster you can grow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything else. I think that's the coffee talk.
Hey, that's another great episode of Coffee Talk.
Coffee talk. Coffee talk. By the time this is released, this is going to be over. Be like, dude, that's old, man. Yeah, we're old insurance dudes. Takes us a little while to get stuff out there.
Coffee Talk.
Coffee talk.
Yeah, when we release this in 2029, won't be relevant.
Has finding, training, and retaining the best insurance producers ever been your struggle? It's why Agency Vault built the Sales Strengths Identifier to uncover if candidates and current staff have the specific sales skills to get you top results. Try it free at www.agencyvault.com/dudes. That's www.agencyvault.com/dudes and assess your lowest performer for free. Try it now.
Hey, thanks for checking out the Insurance Dudes. Hey, please subscribe. We got some really great stuff coming out.